Your time is at an end. You must decide.
No. I'm gonna end this war on my terms.
Alright, now we're talking. This is a Mass Effect game, after all. Talking and making choices is what it's all about. I wonder what Shepard's terms will be.
Then you will die knowing that you failed to save everything you fought for.
Okay. Shepard just said he's going to do so on his terms. Hence, Shepard may have solutions that the Catalyst didn't think of. I know that I can think of at least a few. He doesn't know what Shepard's going to suggest, although it can technically read his mind. Well, let's just negotiate then. Party A has demands, Party B has demands, some of those demands contradict each other, they argue, they come to resolutions, and everyone compromises. Basic communication.
I fight for freedom. Mine and everyone's.
Okay, yeah, sure, I was thinking survival, but freedom is definitely part of that, sure.
Stop them. This isn't about strategy or tactics. This is about survival. I fight for the right to choose our own fate.
Why is Shepard getting all fatalistic here? How is he fighting for the right to choose his own fate? And why can't he do that by arguing? In this scenario, as the Catalyst has shown us, our options are very limited. And if it didn't pop us up here, we'd still be physically fighting to survive. It's stated we are outnumbered and will lose the war if it continues. But at this point in time, the war is over. The cycle of destruction is a failed solution. The Catalyst said, we find a new solution. So why would he do this anymore? All we have to do is recommend a new solution. Maybe he's open to new ideas. He's obviously poking around in Shepard's brain and didn't find a solution there, so maybe we can talk to him and come up with one together.
And if I die, I'll die knowing that I did everything I could to stop you.
Again, calm down. Stop with the fatalism. Use that Paragon charm and think this through. No one here needs to die, especially Shepard. And in reality, if Shepard actually did everything they could to stop the Catalyst, well, Shepard would have obviously gone with the destroy option. According to the Catalyst, that would kill it and the Reapers. So Shepard's clearly not thinking straight here. Just tone down the bravado and talk to him with your ideas.
And I'll die free.
Is this some sort of joke? Shepard continues to amaze us with his stupidity. No one here needs to die anymore. When the God of the Galaxy, no matter how crazy and illogical they may seem, asks for advice, you just give it to them. You need to talk to this kid who's holding all the cards and explain to him how he's wrong. He's pretty much set himself up for it. How his logic is wrong, how his solution has always been wrong, he admits it's wrong, how we don't like the Crucible options, how we don't want to become a Reaper, or how at the very least the organics of the galaxy would rather take their chances with the supposed inevitable genocide of themselves by their inorganic children, and not today by the Reapers, if, as he says, it will happen. That's the most basic thing here. At least leave us alone to our fate. Thanks for your reaping plan, but no thanks. We'll take it from here. It's okay, we totally got this. It's all right. Just, take a vacation forever. We'll call you. Don't worry about it. But no, Shepard just can't do that. We have no option to talk to God here about what's right and wrong. We can't have a philosophical moment. We can't take our frustrations and disbelief on the nonsense we were given and disagree with the facts. We can't poke holes in their argument. We can't show them from our examples how even if the Reapers were to go and the galaxy just continues on its way, we still have this thing called the Crucible that we can fire up any time should synthetics ever try and kill us. Shepard just simply stops communicating.
So be it.
Where did that come from? Why did he change his voice? I thought the solution, the cycle of destruction, wouldn't work anymore because variables have been changed and you wanted to find a new one. I thought you wanted to help Shepard.
The cycle continues.
Why? You said your solution wouldn't work anymore, and now it's okay. Why not just get another hapless ant lying on the ground and bring that guy up there and talk to him? Shepard's a moron and suddenly gave up on diplomacy because he wants to die free or some nonsense. So what's stopping him from finding someone else? Find another ant to con into your crucible option, or someone who's less stupid and more argumentative. What fan ever asked for Shepard to act like an indignant child? Is this Casey's moment of fan fiction? How dare those fans not like our ending? So dare you ungrateful people who pay attention to lore and the nonsensical story we're actually telling you? And just think about this. This is all we get. Not only did Shepard not argue, he didn't give good reason as to why they rejected the catalyst. If Shepard said, "You're insane, you're an illogical, mass-murdering artificial intelligence that butchers people, all for the hopes of making a possible new abomination in the name of preservation, whatever that means. Your choices are just forms of genocide, totalitarianism, and nightmarish god-playing, all because you think our AI creations will someday eventually kill us all, which you're doing right now." The narrative should have said something along those lines, not some nonsense about being free, and that way we can actually care what Shepard is giving a reason to and why they're rejecting everything. Pick a theme, pick an event, resound the ending with someone or something meaningful, a love interest, whatever. Something we can actually hold on to, identify with, and respect Shepard's choice, or at least their behavior. Rejecting nonsense isn't bad, but as with anything in writing, it's how it's done that matters. This scene is poorly constructed because it doesn't address who or what Shepard is and what conflicts the player has tried and gone through. Shepard just generically gives up because he's proud of being human and isn't scared of death, and when met with violent force, one responds in kind, and that's freedom. The speech doesn't really connect with us. It could have been made by any character in the story here, let alone about any story about war, and especially not galactic war with immortal cybernetic gods. Nothing that makes Shepard a great negotiator or the themes of Mass Effect are present. So Shepard looks around, sees a Reaper destroy a ship, the crucible turns off, and everything fades to black. A beacon on a planet is then shining and making a pulsing noise. We hear Liara talking, and the camera goes down, which implies it's underground, and it's her glyph vigil, which kind of looks like a smaller version of her office on the Normandy.
Hope that you can avoid the same mistakes we made.
You mean the mistake where the one guy who was calling the shots was suddenly not the hero we thought he would be? He threw a hissy fit and damned the galaxy. That is, someone who totally forgot how to talk and understand the gravity of the situation they were in, even though they've been doing it for the past 2 games.
We built the Crucible, but it didn't work.
Oh, that's great. Tell the people of the next cycle that the Crucible doesn't work. Fantastic. Now they have no plan. Also keep in mind this is not the same as Vigil on Ilos, as they were there to jam the signal by the Keepers to keep the Reapers from coming through the Citadel and instantly win. So did Liara do that this time? And wouldn't the Reapers have fixed the problem this time through? So now we've totally screwed up giving the new organisms of this cycle a solution to the Citadel trap Reaper problem, and we're telling them our Crucible doesn't work. Great.
We fought as a united galaxy, but it wasn't enough. I only hope the information in this capsule is enough to help you before it's too late.
How is it going to help them? And then we fade to black again, and we get the next insulting scene, only a different flavor, because there's no Buzz Aldrin.
Did that all really happen?
We'll never know exactly what it was like, but yes, the archives tell the true story of those who came before us. They fought a terrible war, so we wouldn't have to.
So what exactly did these people do differently? And did the Catalyst scrap the Crucible? When did they find the archive? And what information in them helped them not have a war with the Reapers? Seriously. What would that information have contained, and how would it stop the Reapers from coming back? And if it worked, how come we couldn't come up with it? You see, the other major problem with this ending is the lack of epilogue. They didn't show us anything. They didn't show us dying or how even this future came about. It just tells us, you screwed up.
And that's why we have peace.
Yes, without everything they accomplished, without the information they passed down, we too would be threatened.
And that's it. It's a massive cop-out. No explanation as to how the next cycle of the galaxy survived, what they did, and how we helped them. It was one giant waste of time, and for some reason, Reapers aren't a threat anymore. Mass Effect is all the things you did that mean nothing. Your choices meant nothing, the characters you liked were murdered, you lost everything, but for some reason, somehow, 50,000 years later, everyone's okay and the Reapers just aren't a problem anymore. Dear Casey Hudson and Mac Walters, this is not how you tell the ending to a story, especially one that involves choices.
Can you tell me another one? Please?
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
Oh boy, yep, it's just a story. Everything is just a game. It's not real. Calm down, rabid fanbase. Please accept our free download to fix the ending. But if you have half a brain, you'll notice it makes it worse. Please continue The Legend of Shepard and buy our new Citadel DLC with bullshit stories and random shenanigans. Please wait for Mass Effect 4. Please play Dragon Age Inquisition in the meantime. Please don't get angry at our shoddy writing. Please buy some Mac Walter comic books. Please buy our limited supply $475 N7 Shepard leather jacket. Estimated ship date of May 23, 2014. Please wait for the rewrite of the ironically titled Mass Effect Deception book, way back in 2012. Coming out never. Please buy a Garrus snuggle pillow. Oh wait, we got you. That's an April Fool's joke. Mass Effect is an April Fool's joke, because you killed Garrus. But you and I, we can read between the lines here. We all know this is just Casey Hudson giving us the finger. And now you can imagine what a simple argument with this insane AI would have been like, where Shepard goes into explicit detail, by their own admission, where we prove the Catalyst wrong. And the Catalyst, happy to enact their creator's purpose, simply goes away. Much like how one monstrosity was created to explain another, so too is the extended cut, this story, that is Mass Effect.